guys, physics affects the way we should hit balls, and so today we're going to talk about it. Let's talk tennis. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Tennis Scholar. Thanks for riding with me today. Today we're going to talk quickly about two different shots that should be hit before peak and after peak, and the difference between what you should do with each one of those. So if you're sitting there hitting every ball the same way before and after peak, today it's time to stop. And hey guys, we always talk about technique in tennis, but today let's change it up a little bit and let's talk about some physics and how it affects the way we should hit a ball. Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about how physics affects what technique we should use with different shots. And so specifically we're going to be looking at what we should do before the ball peaks and what we should do after the ball peaks. So first let's look at what happens when a ball hits a surface on its way up. This would be before peak. And as you can see, the ball's gonna, after the ball hits the surface, it's gonna continue to go up. Now let's look at what happens when the ball hits the surface after it peaks or on the way down. So as you can see, on the way down, after the ball hits the surface, it's going to continue to go down. Okay, and so we have to keep that in mind while we're playing, that if a ball has already peaked, by the time we hit it, it's going to be going down. So we have to counteract that. We have to hit a stroke or use a technique that allows us to lift the ball up. On the other hand, if we hit a ball before peak, on the way up, or as we call it, on the rise, after the ball hits our racket, it's going to continue to go up, and so we also have to counter that. And so we have to use a motion that doesn't necessarily lift the ball, because if we lift and the ball's lifting, then it's going to tend to go out on us. And so the best way to go about that is just look at the back of the ball and divide it. Take the back of the ball, divide it in two, and we'll call it top half of the back and bottom half of the back. And so to counteract these two effects, we're just going to use simple physics. And so when you're hitting a stroke, if the ball has already peaked, you're going to want to hit the bottom half of the back of the ball and use a low to high motion to give the ball some spin and bring the ball back up. When the ball is on the rise, hasn't peaked yet, then you can get away with hitting the top half of the back of the ball and hit more of a drive shot instead of a spin shot. And you can get away with that because the ball already has a tendency to go up after it hits your racket at that point, and so you can counter that by hitting a little bit on top of the ball and hitting a little bit more of a drive on it. And that's basically it, guys. You got to go out and learn both shots. Sometimes I see students trying to hit shots on the rise, hitting the bottom half of the back of the ball, and they have a real hard time getting the ball down into the court because of this effect. The ball's still rising, it's hitting your racket, it's going to tend to rise. You're still hitting the bottom half of the ball, and it's going to be extremely hard to get that ball into the court before it goes out. I also see people trying to drive hard shots for winners after the ball has already peaked. And for the same reasons, because that ball has the effect of going down after it hits your racket, you're going to have to either catch a really high contact point or hit the ball extremely hard to be able to even clear the net before the ball drops low enough where it'll hit the net. So practice both guides, take some time. Practice hitting on the rise, catching the top half of the back of the ball with more of a drive, and then do the opposite and practice hitting after peak, hitting the bottom half of the back of the ball. Practice lifting the ball up. So that's it for today, guys. Really just a short video on that. Something that I think would have helped me as I was learning tennis. That's something that I like to teach. I like to make sure that everybody has the understanding of, so that you know when you're going for a drive, you have to make sure that the timing is correct, and when you're going to add some spin to the ball, you also know that the timing is correct. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up if I've earned it, and as always, guys, stay engaged. We'll see you guys tomorrow.